Good morning, Hawk Nation. My name is Wyeth McBride, and welcome to the final episode of Hawk News of the school year. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Hawk Nation. I'm Wyeth McBride, and welcome to the final episode of Hawk News for the school year. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. This week's morning announcements. The Rise Up softball tournament, originally scheduled for last Wednesday, has been moved to today. Good luck to all the competitors. Tomorrow, there will be a varsity sports ceremony in the lower gym to celebrate the achievements of our sports teams this season. On Wednesday, during the school day, seniors will have a senior awards ceremony where any awards or scholarships won by the seniors will be announced. The TV Club production team will be filming the event. Be sure to watch it later on the school district's YouTube channel. That evening, we hold the baccalaureate service. Finally, from Thursday through next Wednesday, we will have half days due to finals. For finals week, the schedule is as followed. Thursday tests will include periods 4 and 10. Friday, periods 7, 8, 9, and 2. Monday's tests are periods 3 and 5, 6, 7. Lastly, Tuesday's tests are period 1 and 11. Wednesday are makeup days. Make sure to study, and good luck, Hawks. Yearbooks will be distributed and sold in the cafeteria after school on the 13th to seniors, on the 16th to juniors, and the 17th to underclassmen. Be sure to pick them up. On the 18th is the last day of school and the day of our graduation. This will be held at the football field from 6 to 8 p.m. Now to Asher with the weather.
Thanks, Wyeth. Monday, we'll have a high of 80 and a low of 65, partly cloudy. Tuesday, we'll have a high of 80 and a low of 65 with scattered thunderstorms. Wednesday, we'll have a high of 83 and a low of 64, partly cloudy. Thursday, we'll have a high of 87 and a low of 67, partly cloudy. Friday, we'll have a high of 85 and a low of 67, mostly cloudy. For next week, Monday, we'll have a high of 82 and a low of 64 with PM thunderstorms. Tuesday, we'll have a high of 82 and a low of 62, mostly cloudy. And finally, for graduation on Wednesday, there will be a high of 82 and a low of 64, partly cloudy. That's all we have for weather. Now, back to Wyeth.
Thanks, Asher. Now to Shay with the final HT Sports Report. Thanks, Wyeth. My name is Wyeth McBride, with a jacket, and welcome back to the HT Sports Report. Shay couldn't be here today to record this segment because he was with the boys tennis fighting for state championship, but we'll get to that in a bit. First, softball beat Pennsville 8-2 in the semifinal round of the NJSIA Group 1 South Tournament last Wednesday. Then on Friday, they traveled to Audubon, where they lost. They finished their season with a record of 17-9. Last, but certainly not least, boys tennis completes the perfect season and is your Group 1 state champions for the second time in 3 years. Last Thursday, they defeated New Providence in the semifinal round, then went on to beat number 4 Madison in the finals. Congrats, boys! With this being the last episode of HT Sports Report for the year, we wanted to reflect on the year's accomplishments. We started in the fall where both the soccer teams made it to the state finals. Football beat Collingswood for the first time in 12 years and hosted the NJSIA Group 1 playoff game for the first time in 26 years. The winter brought cold weather, but the basketball teams kept the gyms warm, with the boys advancing to the NJSIAA Group 1 South Finals in a 21-win season, tying the school record. Girls basketball saw a coaching change, welcoming Coach Petito to Hawk Nation. The girls had better luck than the boys, winning the NJSIAA Group 1 South Championship over Wildwood, advancing to the state semifinals. Next, we have Andrea Santiago and Jacob George, who represented HT at Nationals. Andrea is competing in the New Balance Indoor Nationals and Jacob in the Nike Indoor Nationals. Finally, in swimming, Coach McDermott watched Ryan Quinn and Shelby Hutchinson break records all year, but most importantly, winning the state championship in the 100-meter fly and runners-up in the 100 backstroke. For spring, we have school records and personal milestones. First, with our crew, boys and girls senior quads placed high at Nationals, with the boys placing 3rd and the girls placing 4th. Next, with track and field, Jacob George broke the school and meet record at Camden County Championships with a height of 15 feet and 3 inches. To close out the year, Jacob George, Andrea Santiago, and Emerson Levins represented the HT at NJSIAA Meet of Champions last Wednesday, with Jake placing 1st. Next, we have softball, where Jordan Strauss broke the career strikeouts record of 554 against Mapleshade in the NJSIAA quarterfinals. For girls lacrosse, they had an outstanding season behind HD alum Katie Burns. In her first season as head coach, she led the team to a 15-5 season, falling to Rumson Fair Haven in the quarterfinals. For some personal milestones, seniors Mara Sales and junior Grace George with girls lacrosse, both passing the 100 career goals mark this year, and senior Alia Sterling passed the 250 save mark. For boys lacrosse, goalie Joe Sum passed the 100 save mark this season as a sophomore. Congrats to all of our new coaches, record breakers, and champions. It's been an amazing year. For the last time this year, that's all we have for HD Sports Report. Now, back to me. Thanks, Shay. That's all we have for this week's final episode of Hawk News. Thank you all for showing and watching Hawk News throughout this school year. It has been a pleasure to give you all the morning announcements every week. Congratulations to our graduating class of 2025. We wish you the best on your journeys. Good luck to everyone taking finals. Don't forget to study. Have a great summer, Hawks. See you in the fall.